So, hey, good morning. This is Derek Demore with Futures Demore and Futures Networks Live. We're going to recap our opening bell trade today, which was the proprietary signals were for a short. And man, this is about as basic and easy as it gets. For once, the RSI is at a super extreme down here at 78. You have a doji. Now, I got in a little early on the trade, and it hardly went against us. We had a lot of resistance, if you want to call it, looking back. A lot of taps at that 39.0250 area. So could have waited to try to get in there, but I didn't want to miss this. And then look what happened. So basically got in at 39.01 even, and it went down to 94. So just in the first opening bell candle, that's 7 points. So that's a winning trade. And then I think after that, it seemed to kind of fade. But then eventually, if you stayed in, you made more than 10 points. So I personally think that's a great trade. And then I got in long after that, down here right at the 200 period, got in long and got out for some more. So let's say I got in at 86 and then got out at 91 and 92. So yes, there's a lot of good, reversal trades too. So that was kind of opening bell. We can discuss a couple things. Just technically, when you look, I mean, the wick almost got up to the top of the channel. So it was very close. You could have waited for the 0250 to get in. Not saying it was going to go up there. Sometimes it doesn't go against you that much. And then once it broke this, the channel line that I drew, it was kind of a free. Now you could have missed this whole thing, got in on the pullback, and then gotten in and made points down to the 200 period. So we're going to discuss what it's going to do later today, but let's look at the other two markets real quick, and then we'll go back to the overall day. The dailies on the M2K are not super clear. We're right in this area of indecision. So honestly, it could come back down, test, and then break through. It looks more like we're on an upswing. We're staying in this shorter term channel. We've got a long term channel that we finally wicked out of. We've touched a bunch of times and back. So, I mean, there's quite a bit of room here though. So this is a tough one. I don't know where exactly we're going, but let's look at the 5 minute and see if we can get a little bit better handle. So right now, absolutely sideways EMA, really tough to trade because you're going back and forth over it. Right now it looks to be under, so potentially, rolling over, but man, this is tough. There's no trend. I would just stay out. Let's see if the 60 gives any indication. So we broke a trend right here. We broke a very significant trend on the 60 minute a long time ago. And we've just been going sideways. So again, no trend, no trade right now on this. Now the MNQ, I mean, that was down more on the dailies than the other two. And we kind of hit a bottom at the 89 period. This trend this last few days has shown it's come down almost to the top. So this actually looks pretty bullish to me right now. I think people got out of the tech sector and maybe they're getting back in right now. I know the bonds had a reason why things were falling, but right now this looks to be like it's going to break out of this 13,340. That's been the line for a while. So let's see what happens there. Let's look at the 5 minute really quick. We are back above the 200 period. So we might get a retest right here and then launch, and then the line back up here. Basically it has to get above the R1. So I wouldn't be surprised today if we're above the R1, or at least retesting this 1340. So that's probably a good trade for the rest of the day there. Let's finish on the MES. So as of this recording right now, about 10:10 ET, Eastern time, it's a tough call. It looks like it needs to break above this 06 level to have any, breakthrough, retest, and then launch. Still the potential to go back up to that 28 level that we haven't been through since the 18th. So it looks a little long to me, but this is a tough day of trading right now. So I'm not going to make any decisions, but man, what a pullback right there. Going to retest the 200 probably, and or close to it, and bounce back up. So it's all about this line in the sand right now to break through that. I wouldn't trade this until it stays below the 200 or breaks above this 0275. Thanks for being with us this morning. We'll do a crypto and a recap later this afternoon. So keep subscribing and liking, and we'll do more of these videos and content to hopefully help you become positive points in the morning, positive points for breakfast and trading. Thanks for being with us. Take care.